This is a song that I wrote a long time ago. It's just like a constant thing that I've been working on over the years, messing with it, just trying different jumps, just with different instruments, trying to find the right sound I want. I've been experimenting. What I've been doing is just like experimenting with jumps. This is a song I've been working on for eons, man. Maybe I should, I don't know what to do with it. I wrote it in the early 90s. This song, that song and this one. I wrote both of those songs like around 1993. And I haven't quite figured out how I want to work them. Even all this time later. Anyways, that's why I keep going back to them. Because they're in my head. I don't know what to do with them. Then I have to just stop. I get stuck on it, and then I just have to move on. Move on to something else. I usually move on and start messing with that when I get tired. Because it's in my head. The classical music the classical music is different though, because it's written here, and I had to learn it. The other stuff is in my head, and I can play the classical stuff a little bit faster. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but for some reason. I think it's because it's written out in front of me. Anyways, How long have I been on now? I've already been on for an hour and 12 minutes. There's a lot of pianists think that an hour to 2 hours is plenty. But I need to practice every day because I suck. I'm no good at playing piano. I'm horrible. So I need to practice freaking every day. I could probably stand 3-hour practices every day. This is Twinkle Twinkle. This is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Beethoven got a hold of it. He did 12 variations of this song. I've been able to get to about the first 4. But Beethoven's music is super complex. This is what it looks like. Right here. This part right here. The first 2 lines right here and right here. See that? These first 2 lines. That's this. That's the bass clef on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. It's hard to see. That's the left hand. This is the right hand. And it goes, and as you get deeper into the song, it gets much more complex. Beethoven was notorious for putting the melody in the left hand. See it down here? It starts getting way more complex. This is the second variation. That's this one. That's this one. This part right here. That's this part. And of course, it gets more complex as you go along in the song. And I need to practice it. I could probably spend a year just trying to learn this one chart, because there's 12 different variations, and I don't have the hand. I'm not that good. Maybe if I practice every day for about 4 hours a day. What I just played is this right here. Bum 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 bum. That's that right there. That's the right hand. Bum 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 bum. I don't know if you guys can even see that. You probably can't. I'm trying to show it to you, but the camera's angled down too low. So I had always thought that Beethoven wrote the song, but that's incorrect. Twinkle Twinkle was around before Beethoven even got a hold of it. He wrote this after the fact. I thought that he wrote it, but he did not write it. This song right here for a long time, everybody thought that Bach wrote that, and Bach did not write it. His wife, that's Minuet in G minor. That's Minuet in G minor. And that song was originally attributed to Bach. And if you look at it, it says Bach on there, right? See that? It says Bach. But it was his wife, Magdalena Bach. She was also a prolific piano player. And now it's believed that it was one of her students that actually wrote Minuet in G. So How interesting is that? So they think it was a child that actually wrote that song. It's only one sheet of music, but it's very pretty. I like minuets. I used to know more minuets, but I'm so out of practice that I just need more time on the piano. And I never had a weighted. This is an actual weighted key piano, 72 key Casio digital piano, and it has weighted keys like a regular piano. And I never had a regular piano before until I got on this thing, and my fingers are still struggling with the weighted keys. And I got to build up my fingers to the finger strength in my hands. And that's this up here. You guys can't see it, but that's the very top of the music right here. That's the first two bars that I'm playing. And then, of course, it continues down here. This is the rest of the song. And I don't like sight reading. I usually just commit it to memory. Anyways, I'm getting tired now. I worked last night. Now my brain and my fingers don't want to work together anymore. Anyways, I never thought I would be interested in classical. When I first started picking up this instrument, my goal initially was to play like jazz and blues. And then as I started playing more, I started to gravitate towards classical music. So I love classical piano. It's now, and the beginning of Minuet is the same as the beginning of When the Saints Come Marching In. Now I want to play When the Saints Come Marching In with the left hand. I keep wanting to play it my way instead of how it's written. Keep I keep wanting to play it the LAR way instead of the way it's written, like a dummy. Sick ass LAR. It's about time for me to get off, anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and end this because my fingers are getting tired and my brain doesn't want to work anymore. And I've been on for an hour and 22 minutes, I guess. I need to get to where I can spend more time on the piano and not get tired. So anyways, all of you, thank you for stopping by, Snow Bunny. I appreciate it. And I can't play, if I play any like modern songs, I do know other songs. I don't want them to give me copyright strikes for playing this stuff, because for some reason they like issuing out copyright strikes to me. So I got to be careful. It is what it is. Here's a great. So I can't play a lot of. I'm afraid to play any pop music or anything like that because I don't want to incur copyright strikes for playing it on the piano. Anyways, I'm going to take off now. I'm tired. I got to go to work tonight. All of you, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Check out my shorts. I made a whole bunch of new shorts. I have a beef with the city of Dalton. Not the city itself, but the government of Dalton. And I made some shorts that are, they're funny. But it's my way of, trying to point out what's going on in that community. They need help in that city. And I'm hoping that, they get it. Those poor people, they only have 20,000 citizens in that town. 20,000 people. And that government is running that city into the hole. By the time, if they don't hurry up and get that government out of the city of Dalton, it's going to take those taxpayers aren't going to have nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you that the people that are running that government have already secured all kind of loans from banks and whatever to finance the crap that they got going on, and ultimately that's going to come back to haunt those taxpayers in that little tiny community of 20,000 people. Anyways, I appreciate y'all being here. Everybody have a great day. I'll probably be doing this piano stuff a lot more because I'm having a hard time. She's drunk with power. At the other place, YouTube interrupted my live stream a few days ago. I didn't even know that it was interrupted until after the fact when I seen the banner. So they're not playing around with me. It is what it is. I have no control over the music there, so I just had to make it up in other ways. Start, doing things a little bit differently. Anyways, maybe I'll get out, do another. I want to get out and do some First Amendment stuff, and public photography. See how that works. Things of that nature. Obviously, there is no Second Amendment open carry in California, so that's out of the question. But it is what it is. Anyways, all of you have a great day. Take care. Enjoy your day. And maybe I'll come. Oh, I won't be back on today. Tomorrow I'll come back on. See what's going on. Maybe I'll get out and do something. Go somewhere. There's some stuff I want to do, but I haven't gotten around to it. Anyways, and I still owe you guys that reading. on that document. I made the short about it, and I still haven't done it. It's interesting, but that document is long. Hold up a second. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. Let me see if I can find that document. One second. I gotta find my literature. Let me see. Where is it? Now I've lost it. Oh, here it is. I got so much junk. I got a lot of stuff in here. You guys have to bear with me. I got a lot of stuff in here. Anyways, I wanted to do a reading on 1 second. I guess I could go over it briefly. 1 second. I want to do a reading on the fundamental orders of Connecticut on page. Let me go to it real quick. So, 1 second. So the fundamental orders of Connecticut, 1639. These orders were adopted by popular convention of the three towns of Windsor, Hartford, and Wethersfield on January 14th, 1639. They form, according to historians, the first written constitution in the modern sense of the term, as a permanent limitation on governmental power known in history, and certainly the first American constitution of government to embody the democratic ideas. So this document is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 pages long. And it's hard to read because it's written it's not written in Old English, but that's the transitional period. That's when English was changing. So, English has changed a lot. If you go back before this is in the 1600s. If you go back to like the 1500s, you could not read those documents. You wouldn't be able to read them. They wouldn't make sense to you. This document was written in that transitional period. So the spelling and everything is and certain words is different. But let me see if I can find something really juicy here. The oath of the governor. I don't want to talk about the oath of the magistrate. It goes into elections and everything, and term limits. It even had term limits in it. For as much as it has pleased the Almighty God by the wise disposition of his divine providence, so to order and dispose of things that we, the inhabitants and residents of Windsor, Hartford, and Westerfield, are now cohabiting and dwelling in and upon the river of Connecticut, and the lands thereunto adjoining. And well knowing where a people are gathered together, the word of God requires that to maintain the peace and union of such a people, there should be an orderly and decent government established according to God, to order and dispose of the affairs of the people at all seasons as occasion requires. Do therefore associate and conjoin. I can't read it. It's spelled wrong. It's spelled differently. And convene ourselves to be as one public state or commonwealth, and do for ourselves and our successors, and such as shall be adjoined to us at any time hereafter, enter into combination and confederation together to maintain and preserve the liberty and purity of the gospel of our Lord Jesus, which you now profess. Those people are all Christians. This is so long ago, that they were heavily influenced by Christianity, even in their governments. Just moving. That's one of the reasons I haven't really just jumped into this, because I want to get to the meat and potatoes of it. But it's interesting because it's considered the first constitution that was ever established in the United States. in 1639. But anyways, what I'm going to do is just go through it and pick out. It talks about elections and everything. How they chose people to be elected, how long they should be hold their offices, and all that stuff. It's pretty interesting. Anyways, and then in the footnotes. So the document is written in both ways because in 1638 they were using old style English, right? And then in 1639 that was the transitional period to English as we know it. So the document has a combination of both. It's kind of a tough read. Let me see when they first started the document. I don't think it's going to be in here. It was adopted in 1639, but they started working on it in 1638. And it's interesting. And even this other, I got another document that was written in 1641, and it's written like that too. So, you know, back then the English of the time was different than the English that we use today. Anyways, I'm going to bounce now. I'm going to take off. All of you have a great day. I'm going to go through it and I'm going to do a live about it. I just think it's really cool that, you know, the first Constitution was way back in 1639. That was a long time ago. All right, you guys, I'm going to bounce. Everyone have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. This is LAR. I'm out of here. Everyone take care. And I got my bad dad t-shirt on. All right, everybody take care. Have a good day.